wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building. Goes by the name of Blakk Tatted from Black Smoke. Welcome, brother.
How you doing? Nice.
Now, let me break down who you are and why you're up here. So I got a call from a good friend of mine named Larry Morrow. Mm-hmm. If anybody who knows him, you know, he pretty much runs nightlife in New Orleans and restaurant business. He's a good guy to know if you ever head into New Orleans, right? And he said, hey, he always comes up with it where he knows somebody, right? He always knows somebody.
Know everybody.
He knows everybody. He says, yo, I know a guy that does kind of like these hookah pins and these pins. And I was like, okay, there's a lot of people that do hookah pins. And I kind of just stiff-armed him away. I'm like, all right, Larry. But Larry's persistent. He kept calling. He said, no, my man, he says, I really think it's somebody that you should talk to. And I said, well, why? He said, because he owns these hookah pins. And I said, okay. I said, everybody owns hookah pins. He said, nah, but he's black. I said, okay. And he said, nah, but these hookah pins don't have nicotine or tobacco in them. Right. And I said, well, what do you mean? Like, that's why people smoke hookah pins. And then he started breaking down your company and what your company does and what your company created and how it actually helps people get off of being addicted to nicotine and addicted to tobacco. So break down what Black Smoke is.
So like I said, it's a hookah company, no nicotine, no tobacco, and it's literally made up 100% of fruit. So you get to pretty much have the vibe. A lot of times when smoking is pretty much a mind thing, you'll do it so much just to feel like, your nerve bad, you'll say you need to smoke. But also the nicotine and tobacco, you become addictive to it. Mm-hmm. So you pretty much could have that element of smoking to feel like you calm your nerves down without having the elements of the nicotine, tobacco, being addicted to it. Actually have things like miracle berries inside of it, which is good for, like, in West Africa, it's very, very popular to help regulate your bodily functions and help keep your blood level. So it's pretty much a healthier alternative. Yeah,
because a lot of people smoke hookah, not necessarily because they enjoy hookah, but like sometimes you don't want to drink too much because you got to drive home.
Correct.
Right? And when you go to the club and you don't necessarily drink, there's nothing to do, right?
Exactly.
You can't, you dance, you hang in with your homies, but also you want something to do. So a lot of people smoke hookah because of that. Mm-hmm. So now, how did you get the idea to create this hookah pin?
It was the fact that I love to smoke hookah, but I don't smoke cigarettes, don't smoke marijuana, nothing like that. Mm-hmm. And it was to the point where I complained about people smoking cigarettes, but not realizing smoking hookah, I was smoking like a pack of cigarettes. So I was like, what is a way for me to still do what I love? That's a hobby of mine. I just love to smoke hookah, but kind of like not feel guilty about it, putting things in my body that I typically wouldn't, prefer to put in my body. So I knew it was a way to create the element of smoking hookah without using the nicotine and tobacco and to use the fruit, because if you really think about it, you go to these hookah places, you could kind of get shisha put into a fruit head, and the fruit head doesn't burn, you still could smoke out it. So I knew that was the way to incorporate both of them and make it make sense. I know nobody never done it before, so I knew it was a way. It wasn't easy, but I knew it was a way to do it. So that was, the whole motive to me creating the element.
Now, I know as black people, we're creative, right?
Right.
But how did you create a hookah pen? Like, I mean, you didn't do this in your basement. You didn't say, I'm going to create these parts and do it with just fruit. So how did you create this?
So it was literally, it's no different than if somebody create a vape pen, right? So the hookah pen itself, actually, the hookah pen, that's not a word. I created that word, right? Because you either have a vape pen or you have a hookah. But I knew I was bringing to market something new that they didn't experience. So I didn't want to literally call what I was creating my different formula a vape pen, because then it was gonna make me stand out from everything else. So you literally had to. I feel like it started with the name first. If I'm telling you a different name, you're gonna look at it and so what's different about this? And that's when I feel like I have the floor to be informative and let you know, like, this is not your typical hookah. This is not your typical hookah pen. This is not your typical vape pen. So literally me creating with the fruit, I literally had to get different supplies together. Let's not talk about the supplies. I had to go between 13 to 17 supplies. Everybody was telling me, I don't think that sounds right. You say fruit inside of a hookah, we can't do that. But you got this other alternative, which was everything that everybody else was doing, but I was persistent. So that's why I tell people, like, if you believe in something, like, you literally got to go for it. And if it's your vision, it's your vision. Not everybody going to see it. But, like, at the end of the day, if you keep fighting for what you truly believe in, look at me. You know what I'm saying?
So how did they get fruit into a pen that you can smoke? So what are you smoking? Because you're not smoking an apple. You're not smoking a pineapple.
Correct. You literally smoking fruit juice. Like if you smoking a hookah pen, yeah, if you smoking a hookah pen of pineapple, somewhere else you'll be smoking a pineapple pen with literally nicotine, tobacco, all kind of chemicals. I literally regulated my hookah literally made out of fruit juice made up of miracle berry. Miracle berry is the most popular fruit that's known that you can like literally alternate flavors, taste, and everything like that, and literally manipulate it to taste exactly the way you want it to be. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of giving somebody my phone.
You're giving too much, man. You're giving too much. You're giving too much. So
y'all
now,
can't do it. It's patent.
all right, well, it's patent. So when did you know it was going to be a success? When was the first time where you started seeing taking off and be like, oh, this really works?
The fact when I literally know how much I love hookah and I was enjoying my own product. For a while, I was sold out at first. The reason why I was sold out the most because I was taking too much of the supply. Like, like it was really, really good. Like I really enjoyed it. So it's the fact that it's no nicotine, no tobacco, and it's a healthy alternative, but literally tastes better than everything else. Like I literally could stand behind a product and say, I'm gonna smoke 1,000 different hookahs, 1,000 different flavors. My flavor literally is like 1 in a million. You can't find nothing like it.
Okay, now next thing is, where did you come up with the mind sense to create a business, right? Because you said you patented it and you did the right steps before somebody was able to take it. Where did you come up with that mindset to do that?
So that's what's crazy. That's part of my journey, right? I always use my personality and my likeliness on social media to the best of my ability. And before I created my own business, I was known on Instagram to be deemed the promo king. So everybody who had a business, whether the biggest or the smallest, even as far as WeTV used to reach out to me, have me doing promo contracts, talking about shows and stuff like that. So I used to get all these stories from everybody. Like I used to be booked for almost a year with promo slots, and people used to be literally going crazy over my promos, saying like I made them the most money that they has ever made in a day, in a week, whatever, on their business. So once I was getting older and realizing and understanding that if I'm making all these people money, despite me making a good living off of this, I could really do this and use my influence and make this money for myself. So that's kind of what, it regulated in my head that despite being on the back end, I really wanted to be the entrepreneur and the CEO myself,
Now, are you concerned with tobacco companies saying you're going to start taking business from them? And usually when that starts happening, that's when they trying to take out the little man because you're taking so much of a profit share from their already profit that they being taxed crazy.
So this is the thing, I'm really not worried about the tobacco industry. And then as far as them trying to take out the little man, I'm not to sound cocky, but not a little man is the big man. So, good luck with that.
Okay. Now, we talk about financial wealth, and now it was rumored that Black Friday alone, you make $2.7 million. Uh-huh. Is that true?
Yeah, absolutely true.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely true. Look, it's crazy. Like, it's so many things that I couldn't ever even fathom to believe. And look, Larry's saying something over there about the $2.7 million. Because let me tell you this, about the $2.7 million, that's what I felt comfortable with sharing. It kind of went a little farther, but that was my cap, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, God is good, man. Like, I truly appreciate, the community from supporting me and rocking with me, actually loving the product. So, like, yeah, I'm very happy about it.
Now, with everything going on in the pandemic, people are having problems bringing things in, shipping things, parts, and all. Have you been seeing similar problems with your product and actually keeping it in stores?
Yeah, look, my thing is, my problem is actually keeping it in stock, having enough inventory. No matter how much inventory I actually order, they go through it like, I ordered 2 or 3 times more inventory this time because I ran out so fast last time. But by the time that shipment comes in, people that already ordered, ready to re-up, and people that just heard about it, been waiting for me to restock. So the business like literally grows and grows more and more after each drop. So I can never keep up with the demand. Yeah,
I didn't believe it, honestly, until you sent me a package. And then when I tried it, you made me a believer. But now it's to the point where people come to my office and they steal it.
Oh, yeah?
Because it's hard for them to get. So I have to look. So I have to actually hide it in my office because people actually like to steal it. So I was going to ask you, so now for people that want to purchase this or want to try it out, how can they do so? And how long does that pen last?
So that's the thing about, as far as the pen, You literally determine how long it lasts. It's a disposable pen with 2,022 puffs, so you could literally sit down and smoke 2,022 puffs in one day if you want, if you just don't stop. You can smoke it in 3 days. Some people pen lasts a couple months. Some people pen lasts for 1 month, so you literally determines your puffs. Like if you sit your pen there for a year and don't smoke all the puffs, your pen will still be there all year. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Now, Brittany Griner just got released. Shout out to Brittany Griner a couple of days ago. So my question to you is, if I travel with this out the country, is there anything in this pen that's going to get me arrested, locked up, sent me to jail, anything?
Shout out to Brittany Griner. Absolutely not. And that's why, Brittany Griner, I'm going to let you know right now, you need to get you some Blakk smoke, baby. You could travel in and out the country. You could go through the airport. You could take it in your carry-on bag. It's all good. So, yeah, Blakk smoke, no nicotine, no tobacco. There's absolutely nothing in there that will get you in trouble. No THC, no nothing like that. It's just all a healthy smoke, baby.
And now for people who would want to know, we're talking to Blakk Tatter from Blakk Smoke. He created a hookah pen that has no tobacco, no nicotine. It's just fruit juices, healthy. It's a healthier alternative. Right. For people who would like to know, how much did it take you to start this company?
So look, that's what I don't be wanting to, discourage people like that, because everybody's path is different. When it came to me, like I already had a platform. I already was making good money on social media, being deemed a promo king. It almost cost me 6 figures to start out my company. But for the average person, I feel like stay in your lane, do what works for you. You don't have to start so big. You don't have to start small. They got some people that have a story similar to mine, and they took their last $500 and flipped it. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't think so big all the time. Like, take it a day at a time. And sometimes you got to understand, like, you can't look at other people's situation and expect for yours to go the same way and to have this overnight success. Like, do it at your own pace. Sometimes things start small just to be bigger in the end, you know?
And what was the most difficult thing with your business? What was the toughest thing for you during your business?
The toughest thing for me was literally creating something that didn't exist. So it was like I had to literally change the narrative, get people to believe in it, like bring this idea to life. Like I didn't have no other blueprint. I didn't have nobody else to go off on. I have nothing else to look at and take advice from, because I was literally doing something for the first time, you know?
And who was the first celebrity that you see rock with you?
Man, the first
that you didn't send it to, that was like, oh, they messing with me.
The first celebrity that I seen rocking with it that I didn't send it. Oh my God, there's so many of them, but I'm trying to see who was the first. The first one, it probably was Lil Mo.
Lil Mo?
Yeah, Lil Mo.
Really?
Yeah. And I think I found out because, growing up, I used to love Lil Mo. She was Superwoman. You know what I'm saying? So, and Lil Mo actually, I was on Instagram Live, and she joined my live. I didn't know she had joined my live, and everybody was in the comments saying Lil Mo, said add her, whatever, and we was talking on Instagram Live, and she was hitting the pin, talking about how much she loved it. Lil Mo was.
Lil Mo was, that's definitely. So for people who want to get it, how can they get it? How can they purchase it? How can they put it in their store? Or individually, if they just want to buy it? And will they be able to have it by Christmas?
So you definitely will be able to have it by Christmas. Our shipping don't play, but it's only available online, blacksmoke.com. The thing about it, a lot of people, like, I type in the website and I can't pull it up. The reason why Blakk is spelled B-L-A-K-K. There's no C in it, so it's B-L-A-K-K smoke.com.
With your blood, you take out the crib or something?
Nah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you. So for people that order it now, and how much is it if they want to order? Can they order it singular? Do they order boxes? How does it work?
So I will always suggest you to order the Hookah Pen bundle. The bundle is $2.99, and you literally get all flavors, all 10 flavors. Individually,
$2.99. Like, what you mean?
$299 for the whole bundle.
$2.99.
No.
I said, goodness gracious.
$299 for the whole bundle. You get all 10 flavors, which is a great deal because individually they $39.99. So you saving over $100 by getting the bundle. But then when people don't get the bundle, because I understand people want to try it out for the first time.
They want to make sure it's right. Yeah,
they want to make sure it's right. But then they be mad because now it's sold out and they never gonna get it. They have some people that's been trying to get Blakk Smoke for the last year and still has been unsuccessful. If I don't put my stash to the side, I wouldn't be successful with it. So I will always suggest get the bundle. I can promise you go like it. And it's going to definitely be another flavor, another flavor, another flavor. You can always think one is your favorite until you try the other,
Now, has any company tried to buy you out and try to buy it from you as of yet?
You know what? That's crazy. But I wouldn't say try to buy me out, but I have got emails and inquiries from some of the biggest people that you could ever think of, people that you probably would never expect. So yeah, I know it's gonna be a point of time that somebody's gonna really try to buy me out, but I don't ever feel like me or my company would be for sale.
And I was gonna ask, what's the goal for this? Do you want to sell? Do you want to continue on and and possibly, sell it to a big tobacco company or a cigarette company, or is it to hold this company for a lot longer and keep it Black owned? So what's the goal of Blakk Smoke?
Yeah, I literally want, create generational wealth, especially from where I'm from. I'm literally from the hood. Like, we never had no entrepreneurs, no CEOs in our family, you know what I'm saying? I actually want to be an example for my kids. I want to pass on a legacy. I literally want to create this, have my kids proud of it, and literally pass it on to them when I'm gone. And I want them to keep this company going, keep it flowing. So that's literally my goal. Not to sell it at all, but to literally keep it going for generations and generations.
All right. Well, we appreciate you for joining us. Did you bring us some?
I definitely bought you something. It's right there.
Okay.
Don't be letting nobody steal it, Envy. Come on now, you gotta be ready to duke them up.
I gotta also share. You know what I mean? Like, the thing is, so I love cars. So the guy that does my cars, his name is Ronnie, right? That's my brother. So he comes into my office all the time, and he'll be like, "Yo, my friend liked it. Can I just have one to give to him?"
Yeah.
And then he'll take one, and then he'll come back and be like, "Yo, my wife liked it. Can I have one for her?" And you say, "Yeah." And then you look, and then my stash is always down to nothing. You know what I mean? But we appreciate
that's how it goes.
We appreciate you guys, and
thank you, brother.
Right now, if anybody is following me, you DM me. I'll send you a couple on me so you can try it out. Because I want people to try it, and especially I think this is great for people who do smoke cigarettes and are trying to get off. Because a lot of times, we were talking earlier, pause. A lot of smoking is an oral fixation, right?
Yep.
They need something in their mouth. Pause. I just say pause, because if not,
Charlamagne not up here.
I'll be a meme. Charlamagne might just pop up. And, so it could be something to help an oral fixation that, people that have that problem. And also, this is the last day we in the studio, so we're no longer in the studio. So next time you come up here, this will be all gone. So this right here is going to be the last time people see this.
Oh, man, that's dope.
This is over. It's a wrap.
I'm literally in a historic episode right now, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could consider that. It was a good time and a bad time, right? Because I know you were coming up here to do EYL. Shout out to the brothers at EYL. And I was telling Larry, I was like, this is a good time but bad time. He was like, why? I said, Angela Yee is just left. We're in the middle of packing our shit and leaving. It's Christmas holiday, and we've been running crazy. But I'm glad that you was able to come up here and we was able to make it.
Yeah, I'll definitely be back, man. We family now, so hey, I gotta bring you some more hookah pens anyway.
There you go. Well, there you have it. It's Blakk Tatted. It's Blakk Smoke. Make sure you pick it up right now. Perfect Christmas gift for anybody that's a smoker. You want them to get off of it, and the flavors are pretty dope. The apple green is pretty dope too. Where's the apple green? The green apple. That's pretty dope too. I like the green apple. All right, it's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.